it will save you time, effort, money, all of those things, and you can really scale your business up.
Yeah. Ooh. Chase money. Chase money. Hey. Woo. I do not feel no pressure. I just put in extra effort. I do not feel no pressure. I just put in extra effort. I do not feel no pressure. I just put in extra effort. I do not feel no pressure. Hey, look.
Yo, people, what's up? This your boy John Lawson. We are knee deep now. You've created your content, most likely. You've at least figured out where you're going, and you've got those 2 episodes or 2 modules thought through and ready to go, so that when people are ready to take your course or start listening to your training, you at least got somewhere to start at, and we're going to make some moves as we move forward into launch. But here's the thing, you need some good tools. Tools are your friend. Yeah, remember that. Write that down. Tools are your friend. But the thing is, tools are already there. They're ready to work 24 hours a day. As soon as you're getting in the office, the tools have already shown up, right? And they are all like working for you to help save you time. And you want to have the right tools in place so that it will save you time, effort, money, all of those things, and you can really scale your business up by having these right tools. So I'm gonna give you some tools that I actually use, and I want you to think about all the phases that you need for your informational business. If we're peddling information, we have to have a place to store it, right? So there's storage solutions that I use and that I love. You've heard of Dropbox. Dropbox is a place for you to just drop your content. And once it's there, people can access the content and you can control who has the access. It's pretty good. I'm not as hot on it as I am on Google Drive. And I think the reason why I like Google Drive so much is because the cost is very low. You can get a whole lot of storage for very little money, and it does pretty much the same thing that other solutions like Dropbox does. So I really dig it. If I had a winner chicken dinner, it would be Google Drive at this point. So, but anyway, just look at some of the other storage solution options, because you really want to not depend on just your hard drive. Hard drives are so undependable, it's amazing. And at the same time, storage is so free. Now, I'm gonna give you another storage. This one's a good one. Here's a free way to get a lot of storage. It's called Facebook groups. Yep. You create a Facebook group, you make it completely private, right? And then only you have access. And you can load as many videos as you want, as many docs as you want, all of that. And guess how much it costs? Nothing. So if you're not really trying to keep things in-house and you feel cool enough putting it up on Facebook, don't look for it to be as shareable as something like Google Drive, but it's a great place to keep all of your content. And another thing you can do with it in terms of a Facebook private group is you can take all of the stuff that you find on Facebook that you want to keep. Yes, they have other ways of saving content, but if you really just take that content that you want to save and push it into your group and post it into your private group, then that content is there forever. You know what I'm saying? So when you're looking at a video or you're learning something from one of your teachers, you can literally just share it in your group, and it's constantly there for you. And the cool thing is it's searchable, right? So you can just do your Facebook search inside of your group and get all of your content. I take notes inside of a Facebook group. I might just turn on a Facebook Live real quick inside of my group, so it's still private, and talk about an idea that I might have. And it captures all that information for you. And it's all in chronological order. So it makes it easy for you to find. I know, that's a good one. I just thought of that one. No, I didn't. But I just thought about whether or not I should share it with you. So Google Drive, Facebook, private groups. What was the first one we talked about? Dropbox. Yeah. So those are good for storage. How about for recording? Now, I'm sitting here right now with a multi-camera setup and all that kind of stuff. But you don't need all that to get started. All you need is this smartphone. Take your smartphone and start recording yourself teaching whatever it is that you want to teach. It's just so stupid simple. Now, there are other things that you can use. Let me think. I can't remember the name of it right now. Why? I can't remember the name of it. I can see it in my head. We'll put it in the notes, all right? But it'll allow you to do screen capture for free online, all right? So there's screen capture software that you can buy, like if you're Camtasia is one of them. It's fantastic. Once you get it all put together, you can go back, you can edit it, you can zoom in, zoom out on areas of the screen that you want to highlight. I love Camtasia. That's great for the Windows platform. If you're on Mac, I like Camtasia for Mac, but I think there's even a better one called ScreenFlow. And if you've got a Mac, ScreenFlow is beyond crazy cool, right? And also what I like about it too is it gives everybody that on Mac doesn't use that. Camtasia is used very widely, but if you get the ScreenFlow, your video is going to look a little bit deeper, a little hotter. Just it's got better transitions and all that kind of stuff. Once you learn that software, you will really, really be able to make some cool training videos. All right, so that's another thing. Now, let me get on to here. Where do I go to buy your URL, right? Of course, there's GoDaddy, but GoDaddy is so yesteryear. Guess where you want to go? You want to go to Google Domains. Just search that. Google Domains. I think it's googledomains.com. I ain't 100%, but just look for Google Domains. The deal is you pay $12 a year, and guess what they're not going to do? They're not going to make you say no and opt out of all that shit. And when you buy it, you're not going to get a bunch of phone calls from people trying to sell you shit. Because as soon as you buy a GoDaddy domain, they sell your information to the world. Google doesn't do that. So Google Domains, and when you buy a $9 or $12 one from a advertisement on GoDaddy, when they re-up yours, it'll be $14 plus. $14 plus. On Google, it'll stay the same, $12 per year. I like Google Domains. Hosting. Look, people talk about these hosting platforms, but I like Hostgator. I've been on Hostgator forever. Hostgator or Bluehost. And here's a secret. They're both owned by the same company. There you go. Right? But it's a great place to put up your website. No matter what kind of web solution you're going to use, the only thing I say, if you're going to build a WordPress type website, you need some decent hosting. I don't like GoDaddy hosting for that. I really don't. So check out Hostgator. Bluehost, yeah, those are a couple of good ones. Now, let's talk about unhosted website where you're, well, actually, it's actually a hosted website. It's somebody else's website that's pushing, that you're putting your content on and pushing it out. Look, you're going to hate me. Some of you people use that Wix. That Wix shit is so whack. Wix is whack, okay? I get it. They're trying to reposition themselves. But as a professional, if I see that your site is on Wix, especially if it's like mysite.wix.com, nothing speaks no profession at all than having those kind of URLs. So I'm not a big fan of Wix. I am a fan of like these companies that allow you to make some like just pages, right? Because landing pages are what the web is becoming all about. It's no longer about websites. It's about landing pages. So there's a couple of good ones out there. Lead Pages, of course, was one of the ones that started this whole game, right? So Lead Pages, you can create some nice landing pages in there and drive the traffic to different places, or you just create multiple landing pages with embedded videos, and that's Lead Pages. Okay, and another one is ClickFunnels. ClickFunnels is like lead pages, except that it automatically will move from page to page to page. Lead pages, you're going to have to make a link to link them all together. In ClickFunnels, you create them in a stream, and it'll automatically move from page to page to page. The only thing I don't like about ClickFunnels at this point is that marketers screw up everything, and so many marketers are on ClickFunnels right now that it will bring down the vibe of your platform because it'll seem like it's the same format as a ClickFunnels user. So that's one thing I'm not digging too much about ClickFunnels at this point. However, it's a great platform for you to create very nice looking pages, and you just put the pages together, the landing pages together, and you've got a website. That's what a website basically is, was, and always has been, a series of pages. ClickFunnels does pages. The other one that I am totally in on, and you'll hear me talk about it a lot, is Kartra. Kartra is, it's like ClickFunnels with lead pages, with Shopify access, and MailChimp. And if it sounds like I'm excited, I am, because the first time I was introduced to it, I was like, dude, this is where I can build everything and start a business that can grow or grow with me. I don't have to necessarily grow into using all of those, but when I do, they're all there and the price is right. So I'm digging that. I'm just giving you some of the stuff I use, right? Shopify, very stupid simple for e-commerce stores. It really is. I like it. You know, Shopify is great until you grow too big for it. Then it becomes limited. But you won't have to worry about that until you're in the 8-figure mode, right? So Shopify is great to get started. There are other smaller platforms that are easy to get started on. BigCommerce. I like BigCommerce if you're into that. And then, of course, there's other hosted platforms that you can get into for print on demand. You've heard of maybe Merch by Amazon, things like that. Those are all kind of cool. They'll give you some semblance of a store. There will be, things you can't do, and you're still answering to the man. But, as long as you stay inside of their lanes, you can actually build a merch store for all your t-shirts and hats. And can you do hats on there? I don't think you can do hats yet. But one day you will. You can do pop sockets and t-shirts for now. Yeah? Which is really cool. All right? MailChimp. Like I said, when I first started out my information marketing business, it was all MailChimp. And I would literally, just when you signed up through MailChimp, it would automatically send out messages. You can do that still today. Aweber, I love Aweber. Aweber is an old school marketing platform for email. It's got great delivery. That's another one. GetResponse. A lot of people are using that now. That's the new hot bro marketer platform. Right. There's a whole lot of things going on in the bro marketer space, but that's what I like to call it, because they're all young bros telling you how you can be millionaires. We'll talk about millionaires next. All right, just a couple more. Did I talk about G Suite? G Suite for Google, dude. I mean, my whole team uses G Suite, and the deal is, you get all of this networking software where you're able to share it throughout your entire network. No matter where people are, they get the exact same document that you are working on, and you can all work on it simultaneously in real time. Love that. Webinars, I use Webinar Jam. Other than that, I'm not really all that happy with the other webinar platforms. Of course, you can use, things like YouTube. You can use Zoom. I use Zoom as well, but I don't use them for webinars because it's got a limitation, and it makes you pay after 100 people, or is it 200? Somewhere around there. Webinar Jam, I like it. When I use Webinar Jam, here's the key. If you use Webinar Jam, I really believe you should use YouTube as the driver. So there's an option for it to either be on Webinar Jam's version, or you can use servers, or you can use the YouTube servers. I've heard people had problems. They've had problems. I'm like, what's your problem? And this went out, and I couldn't get to that. I'm like, which server are you using? And they're like, well, the WebJam one. No, that's by default. You want to flip it over to YouTube, and what happens is you're using YouTube Live with a Webinar Jam interface, but in the background it's running on YouTube, and it's recording, and it's available to people live while you're doing it on YouTube, and also you get the recording with the YouTube link. So I like that. Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just checking. All right, I think you're good to go. This is enough for you to make it happen right now so you don't dig holes with screwdrivers. Remember, big fields await. Next week, find out what the fields are. All right, I'm out. Peace.